Good morning, everybody. Orange J here with another War of the Visions video, and it is dark and early on Monday morning, and my heart hurts a little bit. Our dark and early Monday morning videos, we don't know how many of them are left. We might be doing dark and early Tuesday morning videos, or Thursday morning videos, or Saturday. Who knows what the future brings, but today we've got dark and early Monday news, so let's jump into it. Now, a couple things as expected with the merger coming. We are getting Ferris and her vision card this week. So Final Fantasy V Week 2, the second half of Final Fantasy V is dropping this Wednesday. We are also getting bonus stuff, like early stuff. A bonus is that might be a little misleading of a word. We're getting more than just Final Fantasy V Week 2. We are also picking up Minotaur, and I want to mention a couple things about Minotaur when we get there. Especially, I think there's a typo in the news. I think somebody copy and pasted a little bit weird again, but that's just par for the course for this merger timeline, so we'll go through that. Anyway, we're getting Ferris and Sildra, so let's start on this page right here. Ferris coming out, water, 100 cost, secretive pirate, paladin, pugilist. My favorite looking unit of the Final Fantasy V collaboration. Now, obviously, on the account you see on the screen, my alt account that I'm playing, it's all about Bart's. I don't think I'll pull for Ferris on my alt account, but I think on my main account, this is going to be the unit from this collaboration that I target. So I will be doing some pulls on Wednesday. Either way, super great looking unit. Anyway, always like this. This design is just spot on. Quick preview here. The limit break, storm on the high seas, raises zone defense piercing rate, then deals large damage to targets within range, halves their CT, and raises her own CT. Now, sequential ability, Sildra's Blessing will be activated upon using Pirate Strike. Sildra's Blessing, we get actually a description of that right here. That's pretty cool. So sequence part 1 deals high accuracy damage large targets within range, and sequentially activates Sildra's Blessings, recovers a set amount of HP small with allies around itself. So damage right here, right? Part 1. Part 2 of the blessing is, or Pirate Strike into Sildra's Blessing, is this heal, diamond-shaped AoE heal around herself that recovers a small amount of HP for her and allies. Then we also get to see Captain's Protection. This is slash attack, strike attack resist of allies within area around itself for 3 turns, and bestows removal of all buffs from target to own successful attack for 3 turns. Obviously, full preview video for Ferris coming out tomorrow, and I might try to break my preview video into like a Final Fantasy V preview and a preview for the other stuff to avoid more 20-minute videos. Maybe smaller 8 to 10-minute videos seem smarter. Anyway, Sildra, the Vision Card Esper. We are getting 2 Vision Card Espers this week. Both are very good, especially Espers, especially if you're somebody trying to gather in some new ones. So here we go. This is, and pay attention to this, this Vision Card is Sword, Red Mage, Ninja Blade, Katana, and Staff equipable main jobs. For them, they will get critical hit rate up, spirit up, and slash attack resist piercing rate up. Okay, for the bestowed effect, you're getting accuracy, AoE resist, and then Ferris is getting attack up. This is a global exclusive upgrade. Remember, we don't have too many more of these coming, so if you want to take advantage of these while we're getting them, there you go. Both Ferris and the Vision Card are going to be limited, so if you want them, you need to catch them during the Final Fantasy V collaboration. They will have bingo boards, of course, and then it describes Ferris's job as a job that not only has many ways to attack, such as with a highly accurate ability in a 3-hit combo, but also activates sequential abilities with Sildra after attacking in order to heal and buff allies. So there we go. Nothing much there. Big Bridge will add shards, which is wonderful. Okay, now we get to the second half of release content this week. This is where I think there's a typo in here. We got Minotaur coming out, Horned Beasts of Battle Minotaur, another Vision Card Esper. The Vision Card says Sword, Red Mage, Dagger, Staff equipable main jobs. In JP, now look, I can't be sure about this, but I'm about 75% sure that this is a typo right here. Sword Red Mage is exactly the same job requirement that Sildra had. In JP, this was Sword Warrior, and this was better for like Bart's than it was for Sildra. I just think whoever was typing this up today typed it for Sildra and then just typed it again for Minotaur. I don't think they would change that. Now, I could be wrong. Just if you are pulling for Minotaur, not a limited vision card Esper, going to be in the pool forever. So don't feel like you have to be rushed to pull them. But if you're trying to collect new vision cards and Espers like I am on this alt account, this was one I was kind of looking towards for my Bart's team. And there's even more of a reason why I think this is a typo, because the limited bestowed effect is for light type units, aka Bart's, aka the unit that just come out as this card is being released. So it feels like it's supposed to be for Bart's with this light buff on it as well. But Sword Red Mage, I just feel like that's a typo. If it is Sword Red Mage, it's, you know, it's more along the lines of like a Ferris, and I'll do a full preview for this as well, and I'll talk more about that. Just if you're going to pull for this, what I'm saying is, like, look, first, see if this is a typo or not. It might change if you want it or not, and either way, the Esper attached, super good. So there we go. We're going to continue on with this patch. We're going to get a bingo board for that, and that's it for that news. Okay, Final Fantasy V Collaboration Part 2 campaigns. What are we getting here? Well, login bonus, going to be 2,500 viz, some poll tickets. Again, don't feel like you have to rush the polls, especially if your Visior is short. You feel free to wait for the poll tickets and see if you luck out. Either way, there's going to be shards on here. There's going to be mind spheres on here. So one thing that we're not going to be able to see how generous the devs are going to be in terms of like banners. Like, put Minotaur, here's something that would make everybody feel happy, right? Put Minotaur on a 2K paid banner, or just a 2K free viz banner. That would make that would exceed my expectations for a way to make Minotaur more easily acquirable. And especially if it is supposed to be a card for Bart's, that's a very good, making that card cheap and easy to get is a very nice thing for like free-to-play players, because you give them a good unit and then you give them a good Esper vision card combo for that unit for like a total of not a lot of viz all said and done. That would be a good move. So we'll wait and see about that. But either way, you can wait for poll tickets. Like, you can always wait. You don't have to pull on Wednesday. We are getting shards this week. So the return of shards to the banner, that's important to see those on there with the mind spheres as well. So good. Okay, but we have to wait till Wednesday to see how generous they're going to be with like additional things, right? They never put that sort of information in the patch notes. Final Fantasy V milestone mission, sure, for more shards. Here's the Minotaur login bonus, so kind of a double login bonus. Once again, there are tickets on day 2 and 5 here with shards coming out. We're gonna be about 25 shards over the course of that. Vision card hard quests are gonna be double drop, so double shards there. Make sure to collect those. Story, JP, and item drop triple up campaign. So if you need to farm story, there's that. Chocobo Chamber getting EXP and guild double up. Now, this is a better buff than it is. Normally, I just ignore this, but we get to do Chocobo Expedition so many times a day. It might be significant amount of guild. We'll see what that looks like. Okay, then Final Fantasy V Event Quest Part 2 and more. More FF5 stuff coming in. We are going to be able to farm the sword here for Ferris. It's going to be the Serpent Fang, so make sure to farm at least one copy of that, especially for her. More stuff added to the metal shop, including Ferris's jaw materials. Here's story part 3, chapter 3, scene 3. So more story coming out. I've almost caught up on my main account. I have not been doing the greatest job paying attention to the story lately because I've been trying to like just do it. I'm trying to just hard force myself to do it on my main account while taking care of this of Baby J. So I'm catching up though. I'm catching up. So I'm excited for more story so I can keep that momentum and Visior income rolling in. Ferris going to get a starter quest, a legendary reliquary. So here we go, a 4th legendary reliquaries. This one has a katana and fist. So we'll check that out in the preview video for the week as well. Either way, this is some of my favorite stuff to do in the game. So very happy to see more of that coming in. There's more stuff about that. Yep. And I think that's it for that page. No, it's not. We're getting select Transcendent Mind Spheres for Raphael and Rachel's reward quest. And this is coming with them being EX Transcendence. I believe that they're both of those things. They could already be EX, so I think Transcendence is coming for Raphael and Rachel's. I'm a big Rachel's enthusiast. I do enjoy using her quite a bit. So excited to see that. We'll see how good she gets. And then that will come with the update to their selection quests for water and ice as well. And that's it for that one. Okay, units eligible for Transcendence. It's just going to be Ferris, Rachel's, and Raphael. So not a ton coming in here this week, just those 3. And then clarifications of jobs, that are activation requirements for party abilities bestowed effects. Once again, here's Sword Red Mage and here's Secretive Pirate. So there's Ferris right there. Now, if Sword Red Mage stays what the Minotaur is going to be, and it's also light element, it becomes better for Lunar Paladin, which Lunar Paladin is going to be, that's our friend Lucio right here. So my thought on this card is interesting because he's Warrior of Kindlelight. Lunar Paladin is Cecil. Wait a second. Okay, so that I'm almost even more convinced that that's a typo now, because who on here, I mean, Cecil is light, but this is not a Cecil thing, right? There's no way. So it just feels like, it feels like typo. I think Sword Warrior, where World Wayfarer is on there, and Warrior of Light, this feel Ramza, like, okay, I'm thinking that the Minotaur is more of a typo now than I was before, looking at the jobs on here and then also looking at getting a light buff. So we'll see. Again, like I said, just pay attention to that when that thing comes out on Wednesday. And that's it for that. That just updates some things. So there we go. That's the news today. If you haven't noticed, this is a different account. I am basically playing this account right here until in-game. And then I might just keep it as an alt account, because I've discovered that having 2 accounts to run multi-quest with is not the worst thing in the world. But I'm playing this as if I was somebody who's going to spend like 40-50 bucks on the game and seeing how fast I can get to in-game, which is, I'm figuring out now, is kind of a good way of adding perspective to doing these news videos and these patch release videos, because definitely things in that news are attractive to this 4-day-old account that might not be attractive to my like really fleshed out whale account. So this is kind of a fun way of me adding a little more spice to my War of the Visions life. And by the way, a new player experience is excellent. I know a lot of people think that new players probably have it rough, and I agree that if you don't know how to play the game, there's a lot going on here. But I'm telling you, give me a month, I bet you this thing is crushing in-game content and becoming the beginnings of becoming competitive in PvP. The lacking thing, like my already prediction for what's going to be lacking in-game for a new player account is going to be vision cards. I think if you're smart with selecting espers where you can make that kind of work. But I do feel like VCs, unless I start lucking out and getting them and then building them up somehow quickly, that's where I think I'm going to be like, I'm going to fall a little short. Still, you do get some good freebie vision cards just for playing the game. I'm done. We made a 12-minute video of a short news day, which is longer than I expected to go. Thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.